So me and the man were sitting in the big parlor room. We hadn't been sitting there for quite some time. The man has been running around with vinegar gravy. He has been trying to intermittently fast from alcohol. But today, the man was responsibly having a couple beautiful iced bourbons, sipping them slowly. He said, "This is good Kentucky sipping whiskey." The man, he looks at me and says, "Hey, this is good Kentucky sipping whiskey." And I thought, that's good. But the man he was a little humdrum. Vinegar gravy hadn't been around for a while. Her dad, called Sir Jimmy, keeps picking on him and making his life miserable whenever they're together. He's a big bully, but whatever. The man looks at me and he was like mournful, and I knew he wanted to talk about what was really gnawing on his insides, but instead he said, it's so crazy because there's like two kinds of people in this world. There's the people that, when Sony TVs go on sale, they flip over there, and the one kind says, "Oh my God, there's still $1,800 for this kind of TV. I want $1,800 on sale." And there's the other half goes, "Holy crap, I got to run and go get this Sony TV. It's only $1,800. And I looked at him, I said, well, I agree, but I disagree. I think there's two kinds of people in the world. Like when they say, you're leafing through your phone and you see an article about Mark Zuckerberg, and it says how Mark makes and spends his $65 million. I think the one kind of people, they get on there and they're interested in, does he have a big yacht? Is he eating caviar? Does he have beautiful mistresses? And the other half says, I wonder if I should have bought some whatever you call stock. Used to be Facebook, now it's Meta something, I don't even know. Should I have gotten in at the beginning? Should I got the Apple stock? Nowadays, should I buy Tesla now? That's the other kind of people. And the man looks at me and says, you're an idiot. Come on, man. No one's worrying about buying Tesla stock except for the kind of weirdos. That's not the two kinds of people. One that wants to buy Tesla stock and the other one wants to buy, wonders if they should have bought Tesla stock. I don't even know what you're talking about. And I looked at him and I said, well, all right, then try this one. There's two kinds of people in the world. When they see, and the man says, well, I know where you're going with this. I said, wait a minute. No, you couldn't. And he says, that you're about to say there's two kinds of people in the world. Those, when they see an article on their phone about Bristol Palin undergoing her 9th operation for her breast reduction surgery situation, that the first time she had, and I sucked him. I said, I know where you're going with this. And we both looked at each other and said, right, shouldn't even be bothered reducing breasts unless, just when you're maybe an old woman. When you're young, you should get a supportive bra, you should do exercises, you should do training, you should take poise classes. You should not be trying to and we both agreed perfectly well. We didn't know if there was two kinds of people in the world. One that says if a woman wants to get a breast reduction surgery, she should go ahead and do it. And the other one that says, yeah, she should, but she should also give a little thought to the fact that maybe for everybody's, if it's all about the other person, if you're putting yourself in the other person's shoes, maybe you should wait till you're an old lady, and then that would be better. And we both kind of agreed on that one, but we couldn't figure out who the two different people were because they were both saying, hey, it's a woman's right, One was saying, go ahead and do it, whatever, and the other was saying, yeah, go ahead and do it, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know about that, but whatever, it's your right. So we didn't think there was two kinds of people there. And so the man, he looks at me and he says, I think I know. There's two kinds of people. When the man who snuck into Buckingham Palace, the grounds of Yardborough Palace, whatever palace it was, the Queen Elizabeth was in there hiding from the COVID, and a man went in there with a crossbow. And then they put him in a nut house. He admitted to everything. He had a note on him that says, please excuse what I did and I don't want to be embalmed. Sorry, everybody. He was kind of a nice psychopathic assassin, but he was going to kill the queen with a crossbow. A guy disarmed him with the threat. One of those palace guards disarmed him with the threat of giving him a tasing. That's so. There's two kinds of people in the world. There's the kind of people that a crossbow guy gets stopped by a security guard. There's going to be death, probably 2 deaths right there. The crossbow guy is going to shoot that guard almost right away, right straight through the neck. You know what I'm saying? But then the other kind of people is the crossing guard goes, "Hey, are you here to kill the queen?" He goes, "Yes, I am here to kill the queen." And they go, "Come on, no, I caught you. Come on, put the crossbow down, put the crossbow down. I got a taser." And that's the other kind. The first kind, they shoot the guard right through the neck, and then they run up and they, after in his last moments, the crossbow shotted neck guy radios ahead, and then they come and they kill the guy. Or the other kind where they just peaceably just laugh about it, and the guy goes to the nut house. And I looked at him and I said to the man, and I believe it was the man, if I'm not mistaken, the man brought up the crossbow, and I think he had a point about that. And I brought up the last one, which was centered around the slap. And I said, there's 2 kinds of people in this world. Some of them that wonder, why in the world is Carole King, or whatever that woman's name is, interviewing Serena Williams, and she says, "Hey, what about the slap?" And you're like, the slap? The slap was like 2 years ago. What, the slap a year and a half ago? Come on, how it had to be a pretty long time ago. He's already come out with a new movie since the slap. I mean, so there's 2 kinds of people in the world. One kind is saying, "Hey, I wonder what Serena Williams is going to say about the slap." And the other half of the world saying, like, do they really think anyone cares about the slap, even Serena? No one's caring about the slap. The slap is old news, but whatever. There's 2 kinds of people in the world. The ones who've got their head up their own asses, and the ones that got their heads up somebody else's ass.